Hello, my name is Amina Abisbanan, a media personality at Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM. Kindly follow us on all our social media handles. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us on www.uew.edu.gh. We are the ultimate in campus radio.
Yes, next week, somewhere next week, and that's why we are here to discuss it. So welcome once again to Time with Drid. My name is Samuel McCarthy, and my guests are comfortably seated in Studio B. So let me straight away go to them to see what is on the table today. I have with me, in fact, I'm privileged once again to have in the studio the director of Drid herself. Yes, Professor Mrs. Esther Yeboah Danso Redu Ajwa. She's here with her team. I have Professor Peter Kayuri, my mathematician, and today for the first time, right, Miss Dorcas. I want to give myself trouble. Miss Dorcas Atuabia Ado. I hope I got it right. Yeah. So, Prof and Prof. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I understand from 23rd of September to somewhere 27th, we are organizing a very important program, and that's a workshop for female faculty members on grant proposal writing or grant sourcing, and that is why we are here today. So, Prof, as the director of the department or directorate, let me go straight to you. I'm going to come straight to you. Kindly walk us through the overview of the objectives of this workshop. But first, tell me why is it for female faculty members?
All right. Thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners. It's always a privilege to come for this program. Yes. So the first question on why only females, and then the objective about the workshop. So actually, the entire workshop, the idea of it, came from Miss Dorcas Atuabia. So like our grantsmanship things, and I was there some time ago when Prof approached me that Miss Atuabia, Dorcas has seen something and she's written the proposal. So the two of them had written a proposal. So like what we normally do when you see the call, you make attempt. So she made an attempt, and then Prof informed me that he think it's something we can go ahead and give it a try. Something small grants that normally comes from Association of Commonwealth Universities. It's a huge association, and therefore if you get opportunity to be associated with them, it's a privilege. This is the second time I've worked on their project. One was a hybrid project between our students and that of University of Derby, UK. So this is the second one. They normally try to help the cause of Commonwealth universities, okay, and it's one of them. So they informed us and said, well, let's give it a try, and they will put in the proposal. So it was the agenda, as part of the agenda programs that the call was made, and therefore we have to tailor in to fit into what we call less privileged gender partners. In Africa, normally we know gender is for both, yes. But in terms of academia and professional development, normally we think the female at weaker side. So we said let's stress on the need to push up our faculty female members. So that was the genesis and the theme that we used to apply. That's why we are focusing on female. And as I just explained, the focus is on women, and the objective is to make sure that we push our female to be at par with the men. This one in regards to grantmanship. So I used to teach gender some time ago, and we always push that when we put all of us at par. We realized some of us have higher responsibilities. We all come to work at 8, but before we came, the women had to do something. If you're a married woman, you are a mother, you have to make sure that you put food on your children's table. You also make sure that you prepare your husband before you leave.
That's good.
So you're already halfway tired. And then when we are here 4:35, a lot of the men, that will be the time that they are now coming to start work. You are already out. You have to go home and then prepare, at least look after the women. We are not complaining at all. But what do we say? That the small time that we have, how can we use it? So how can we sharpen the skills of these women so that with the small time that they have, they can always be at par with the men with regards to grantsmanship.
Oh, that's
so that
good.
is it.
So that's the rationale behind.
Yes.
In fact, when I saw it, I thought maybe the female gender, I mean, are having difficulty when it comes to grant proposal writing. That's why you're putting the workshop together. But before I come to Prof. Akayori, tell me, when is the program coming off?
The program is starting from Monday to Friday. Monday to Thursday, each day 10:30 to 11:30.
Next Monday,
yeah,
right?
The next coming Monday.
So
it's a virtual, it's a virtual. Monday to Thursday is a virtual one. That's where we have a number of talks on grantmanship. Then the Friday, we'll come to the Student Center, Seminar Room 3, to have about 8 hours or 6 hour hands-on work. So, and that one will be a physical one. So that is it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well said. Let me come to you, Prof. You are a guru when it comes to grant proposal writing. But let me know, because of the workshop, what inspired the inclusion of grant sourcing and proposal writing as a key component of this workshop?
Thank you very much, and good morning to our listeners. I think this regular question we usually ask in the university. We know that the university is beginning a research agenda that is targeting making sure that they raise the image or the rating of UUW in the international community, and we know that research is one of the key aspects. Besides just publishing articles, personal articles, we need to do impactful research that will be tailored towards addressing problems within the community we find ourselves, and then trying to make sure that we are showcasing what University of Education can do as a teacher education in the international community. Yeah. So I think that one of the key aspects is making sure that community members, in this case faculty members, can have the capacity to write proposals that funders will find it prudent to sponsor. And this can only happen if we build the capacity of faculty members and develop their skills in doing that. We believe that it's a practical thing that we need to do. Skills development is much more of hands-on. And so intermittently giving refresher workshops or trying to let faculty members participate in terms of hands-on activities is one key thing that can enhance our ability to do that. And as individuals and as Drid, we think that the best way to support the university research agenda is to open up to especially the females. We know that when they begin an activity, they do it well. And so if we engage them and involve them, they'll be able to pick up the whole thing. And once women are doing something, I think men will be inspired to actually
support.
Take part. Not support, but take part. Yes, we feel that no, they can't go and leave us because society
actively involved.
Yeah, so that is the key thing. So we are looking at making sure that we have an impactful research being conducted in UW beyond personal article writing, and then we are looking at making sure that we address societal problems that relate to our industry as educators. Thank you.
Well, sir, thank you too. I'm not trying to compare and contrast, but let me ask you again, how would you assess our female or faculty female members? How would you assess their participation in grant proposal writing?
Yeah, so far I think so good. We know that
Because Madam did talk about
Drid,
time factor for...
Yes. It's a critical issue.
Yes.
It's a critical issue. Beyond the domestic challenges, I think that women need some kind of confidence to be able to, take part in certain things. So building their confidence is one key thing that can help them to actually engage themselves. And so that is one particular thing that we are looking at. But I think women in UEW, the few that have made strides are doing well, but majority are still a little skeptical about taking part in grant proposal writing because of what the director of Drid has already raised about domestic issues relating to that. They are going home quite early, and grant proposal writing is challenging, it's demanding, needs time and commitment, it needs teamwork. So if we are in a team and then you say that, oh, you need to go home and attend to family issues, you see that it will disrupt everything. But we need to position it in such a way that it can rope them in comfortably so that they will know how they can participate in structure. They can structure their activities much more better than us. So engaging them and then letting them realize that this is the way to go. To internationalize UEW, they need to participate fully. And so they'll be able to take part. But I think that so far so good, but we need more. And we think that one key thing that can encourage that to be mentorship. Yeah, we know fortunately we don't have those people who are into grantmanship in UEW at the highest level. But if we move together as we are going, then all of us will reach that prime level that we want UEW to reach.
Good,
At that time, it will blow the whole world.
That's good. Ms. Dorcas, what's your take on that? You're a participant, or will be a participant in the workshop, but I want to know your addition to what Prof has said.
Thank you so much. I think they've said it all, and I think this is the time, not even just for UEW, but for ourselves as women as well, also to gain that international recognition and also have that kind of international collaboration as well. If not, I think we'll just be left behind as women. So I think moving together as a team, like the board said, this is the time for us now to all go together to enhance our skills and improve our proficiency in proposal writing as well. So I think this is in the right direction to receive that kind of mentorship for our female faculty members.
Sure, no excuses. But now let me come back to you, Prof. Director. You are using a hybrid format. So let me know, share with us what are some of the things you expect from the participants using the hybrid format. What do you expect the participants to gain from the workshop?
Okay, so I will let Doctor talk about the outline, but what they have to again. So this is 1 week. It's like 1 week that we use to talk about writing holistic grant proposal from the beginning to the end, what goes into it. And it's not just about the proposal itself. Normally we also add, because of the difficulties and the challenges that are associated with writing, we add talks on resilience. So we'll also be talking about the need to hold on even when we are getting the negative feedback. Okay. We talk about all these things, and then also how to look for the thing itself. So I will let Dorcas take us through what we have now.
Okay.
All right. So we are saying it's going to be practical and very engaging as well, because we're talking about a practical workshop on sourcing grants on websites. So participants have the chance and privilege to actually visit websites related to their area or field of interest to actually look for some of these sources as well. Then we'll also be taking them through the technical guide of writing the proposal for grants, what goes into it, what do you need, and all that. Then most importantly, the budgeting aspects was also very important. So we are saying that, dear female faculty members, we are going to take you through proposal budgeting as well, and mentorship and networking. I think it's the most now. Without mentorship, without networking with other people and all that, you can't do it alone. You need a team, like Prof. Akariwe said. So we'll go through mentorship and networking as well. Then on the final day, that is where we have proposal presentation from the participants. So in going through all this technical process, we are looking at participants being in groups, either faculties based or departments, looking for grants for this period, trying to put down something. Then on the final day, they can come around, do the presentation, then comments will be given by our experienced professors and those who have won grants before, like Prof. Oredo. Thank you.
That's right. So that's the outline for the program. But it's in two folds. There's virtual and there's in-person session.
Yes.
How is the virtual session structured?
Okay, so since it's virtual, we are saying that you really need a very strong internet connection. You need to be by your computer as well. It's not just like the other normal virtual events we attend. Because we are actually going to get our hands on to do something. So please don't just join with your phone and listen in. You are going to get your hands at it. So you actually do something. So for that online virtual period, we expect that they are very engaging, because after every session, we expect that they go back to their groups and have discussions on way forward and all that. So though it's virtual, it's very involving as well.
Okay,
well said.
Please, just to add something to it. So that is the more reason why we are doing it next week. Okay. Originally, we had planned to do it in November, but we realized because school will be in full session in January.
That's right.
Some of us who don't have our families in Winneba might go. And normally the internet at home might not be as strong as we have on campus. Or
sure.
People will be engaged in other activities. So we want to push it to next week, hoping that people are still around to be marking their script, and therefore they will have time to participate. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and I think that in order to reduce cost, and then to, like we said, they have a lot of work at home, to be at their home comfortably and then trying to participate. It will be better to put these two aspects. But the practical aspect will require that they are available in person so that we can go through the whole process. So we are trying to balance the challenges we are talking about in terms of time, and then we are marking now. Most of us are marking, so we wouldn't like to leave our comfort zone and come for a workshop.
That's right.
So we are creating opportunity for them. So what happens is that the best approach would be to use your laptop, because if you are using your phone, it will be difficult for you to switch from maybe one part to the other to be able to take part in the practical activity. So we are encouraging them to come with their laptops on that day, or maybe to open their Zoom through laptops, so that we can work together and get something that is more of a skill development rather than knowledge impacting.
Thank you. Let's come to the meat of the workshop itself. Prof, Director, kindly take this for me. I know you might have certainly come across some challenges faced by female faculty members when it comes to grant proposal writing. Can you share some with us? And how is the workshop going to address those challenges?
Okay. So generally, I think the challenges with grantsmanship, I would say, is
from the female point of view.
So,
or general?
I would say it's general for both men and women.
Sure.
This one we are focusing on the women because we think women we are the last babies and we have peculiar issues. But the challenges cut across, and I think our brother Prof. Peter mentioned the issue of confidence. Women developing having the confidence to give it a try. The good thing about women is that I know when we struggle to get it, to see the light, we see the beginning of the light, we push on till we see the full swing. So I'm sure our challenge of maybe failing, trying it for the first time and failing, don't having enough time to sit down, because marking is on you. Preparing now next academic year, you have to go and research, write articles, and get something new to come and teach. Is on you. These things are mandated. You must come and do it. So if you are not careful, we might say let's put the grantmanship, because that one is an added thing aside. And something is something that some people just this is too difficult, so I don't want to do it. Okay. So that's why we are focusing on them and to cheer them on and say, don't give up. If you haven't started, start and see it. And when we are in it, maybe you'll be sustained in it.
So the workshop will certainly highlight some of these challenges and urge them on. What are some of the topics we are looking at? Okay. Key topics to be centered on.
Okay. So first, we usually start with this sourcing, grant sourcing. So where to find the work itself, which place should we search for, the opportunities available that you can search for. And one thing that we do at Drid, for instance, to share the course, but we always encourage people that it's not only what we share, there are also places that you, with your proposal, can approach people and get the sponsorship. So that's what we are going at the first day will be about that. Then I know we are also going to talk about the fact that we are not living on our own island.
Okay.
There are so many islands closer to us, and therefore we tell them, if you need help, networking is there. Maybe you might not know anybody, but someone knows someone. So talk to us or talk to people to be able to do it. And anytime you work on one project, it gives you opportunity to know one or two people. So networking and mentorship is very important. How to identify people around you who can mentor you, so that you also become a guru. It's also one thing that we'll talk about. Then we have a day that we will look at the proposal writing itself, what goes into it. The proposal writing, grant proposal writing is different from the normal proposal we write for thesis. So what are some of the things that they look out for? What are some of the catchy things that you make sure that they are in your proposal, the proposal that you write? So we will also look at it. The fourth day is about the financing, the budgeting. What should go into it? What shouldn't we put in our budget? How do we budget in such a way that when the grant comes, we will not have issues with the university? Because if you sit in your room and do something and even win, then that's when the institutions will come and say, once you are using the university, you should have done this and that. So how best do we budget so that when our grants come, getting the money will be easier, and we will not have frictions with the university.
Sure.
So budgeting in relation to the conditions and setup of the university will also be looked at. And then on the Friday, we'll come and put all this together. So whilst they are doing this, as Dr. said, they will form team. So now grants that win are the ones that are interdisciplinary. So we'll make sure that we form interdisciplinary teams. So before they come there, the team members have met. One key thing that they will get from this workshop, that they are going to have friends. So your team members will be your colleagues.
Sure.
That will come, and then on the Friday you come and justify what you have. The team will be able to develop. You come and share it with us, and then other people will give their comment. So that is how it's going to be.
Interesting. Yes, interesting. But does it mean it's for the men are barred from joining, or those for the female faculty members? Can't the men, I mean, if they so wish to join, can't they join?
Yeah, I think they can join. Yeah, they can join and take part. But our main target is the females And so if men are ready to join, they can join.
They're free to
but
join.
We want to make in such a way that we have the females forming the teams, various teams. So we are looking at team building so that if you have an issue, you can easily contact this person and then you resolve your lesson. Besides that, we are expecting that on the final day, they will come and do some kind of presentation on what they have done so far in terms of writing a proposal. And then we'll look at it and see whether it's something that they can submit for grants in any of the links that we are providing to them. So we are encouraging men to join, especially virtual, but actually the physical one will require that the females actually come, because that is what we are interested in, and that is what the African Association of Commonwealth Universities are actually targeting. So we don't want to go outside what the proposal is all about. But as for knowledge abounds, so anybody can take part, and I think the link is available for men to take part and then to contribute. Perhaps they can even assist us in modeling the whole thing, and so it's a nice approach. So we are encouraging everybody in the university community to join, but we are focusing on females because we think that they need knowledge, they need to know the sources where the grants are coming from, and they need some kind of mentorship that will whip their confidence and interest to actually venture into grant proposal writing. So these are the things that we are looking at.
That's good. But making mention of the final lab, that is, there is virtual mode and in-person mode. Let me know what's the importance, or share with us the importance of the in-person mode, and how does that complement the virtual mode? Maybe Prof, you may come in again.
Yes. So like you are saying, it's a skill development, and we are seeking for networking. We don't want people to network only virtually. When they come, they'll be able to see that, okay, I can use this person as a mentor. Oh, sometimes, when the ladies meet, there's some kind of, I don't want to say that, but there's some kind of either superiority complex or inferiority complex. But when they meet and they see that, Esther is easy to approach. See, anytime they have the opportunity, they can approach Esther. We also want to provide samples of the proposals that we have written, either we have won or we have not won. Then we have not won. Then they will look at it and see that, oh, okay, this is how the whole thing is going. So we want them to come physically and see what is happening besides the virtual one. And like I said earlier, on the virtual one is because we know that they are working now. A lot of the faculty members are marking their scripts, so we don't want to disturb them. We want them to remain at their comfort zones and then take part in the workshop. So that is the dynamics that is informing us to have a blend of the workshop.
That's it. So, listeners, in case you've just joined us, this is Radio Windy 98.3 FM, and we are talking about grant proposal writing here. There is a pending workshop, and that is from 23rd to 27. 23rd to 26 is virtual, and then 27 is in person. That's what we are discussing here. It's a program or workshop for our female faculty members on how to successfully write proposal writing or grant proposals, so to speak. And my guest, the director herself, Professor Esther Drid, is here. I'm also here with Professor Peter Kayuri and Miss Dorcas A. Ado. Simple. Yeah, so Prof, let me come back to you, Director. We want to know, is there going to be any support available to the participants, maybe during and after the workshop?
Yeah, I think...
so as to aid in their
work. So I think the one thing that we hope they will get from this before they finish is that they have a draft proposal for submission. If they are able to have the draft, then the Drid will come in with the support letter. Once they identify a source, we come in with the support letter. We help them that the thing is ready for submission. So I think that is that will be available. The thing is the Commonwealth University of Commonwealth Association of Commonwealth Universities. Normally what they do is that they support the existing infrastructure of what the university is doing. So we inform them that UUW is doing something. We are helping our people, having workshops, and then they said, oh, we can just also support the universities more. So they are just building on our support system, which Drid is making available. And then after we finish this, we hope we'll be able to have the link for them to continue to contact any of the facilitators that will come afterwards if they need assistance with any other grantsmanship that they will work on. On that day, for the refreshment is being taken care of by the ACU. So they will be refreshed. For the physical one, they will be refreshed. And when they stay on campus, the university internet is available. So the university is also supporting us. It's made this internet available for us to use as a resource. And so all that you need is you as a person to make yourself available.
Yeah.
The support you need now and then after will be provided.
That's good. And Prof, any addition?
Yeah, I think Prof. Esther has said it all. We are not looking at any financial gain as of now, but we are looking at making sure that we develop their capacity to be able to write proposals. So we don't want them to be coming thinking that there will be some kind of per diem or maybe some money given to them. We want them to know that we are going to provide them with the tools that are necessary for them to write a winnable proposal.
Yeah.
Yes, but not this. But like she's saying, on the last day, that's why we are focusing on females.
Sure.
On the last day, there will be some food provided for those who be around, and that is basically what we can do now. But we are hoping that, like I said, we are going to have team building. So once you have the team being built, it means that at any point in time, you can have support that you need to write. If you are facing any problems, you'll be able to contact somebody to be able to do that. This can even open the doors for a higher network, international networking, because these African Commonwealth universities, they are going to recognize that, oh, UEW also has some females who are committed in this. What can they do to support? So our next proposal that we're writing to them, who knows who will be involved in it? It could be one of these participants. So we don't want to look at it like an immediate benefit, but we are looking at it as a long-term effect, a rippling effect that can enhance the image of the university. And like we are saying, we are focusing on uplifting the research agenda of the university. We don't want to be writing research and articles just publishing to get promotion. We want a groundbreaking research that we can go out there and say that UEW has come out with this particular research.
Sure.
We have some that are ongoing now, and I think we need to also trumpet on that because we have a lot of them that are ongoing in support of the Sustainable Development Goals, the climate change issues and all that. But we are not actually highlighting them so clearly. But we are hoping that one day we have a groundbreaking research, and we can only do this if we consistently involve ourselves in international relationships or in grant proposal writing. When the funders realize that this is what UEW are doing, they are likely to support that. So they should look beyond just the period for the workshop, and that will be very good for all of us.
Ms. Dorcas,
Yeah.
I know you'll be participating.
Yes.
What do you want to achieve? What are you expecting, so to speak, from the workshop?
Okay, so to myself and to our faculty female members, we are saying that if you are looking at making an impact with the SDGs, I mean, this is the time. If you need that kind of support, then this workshop is for us to actually enhance our acquisition skills in terms of writing grants. And if you're already in it, and maybe you may have failed one or twice, I mean, we are saying don't give up, because it's also an opportunity for us to actually improve our proficiency in grants writing skills as well, and also to meet the face behind the virtual events, to actually come and network and maybe think together, I mean, on one table, to actually forge ahead and foster that kind of collaboration together in terms of our interdisciplinary fields, and I mean, make an impact, not in terms of promotion like Prof mentioned, but to Ghana and to the society we are in as well.
Will you be expecting any hands-on activity or
Yes,
case
so
study
That,
or
so
sort of?
that has already been mentioned earlier. I think detailed has been given on the hands-on we are going to have and all that. So, like Prof mentioned earlier, we are expecting that at the end of the workshop, we already have a draft proposal. So, at the end of the workshop, the benefits we have Drid for us in the institution to actually sharpen us with the drafts that we already have to submit to any possible organization we have seen. So,
Thank you very much. Too soon, our time is running out, but we have a few questions before we say goodbye to our listeners. But Prof, Director, let me come to you. What are some of the long-term impacts you're expecting from this workshop?
So we are hoping that through this workshop, we'll have some of our females winning grants. And I'm very, very hopeful that when we are focused, that this week use it to prepare a proposal. Once they have the proposal, definitely, also one thing we'll talk about is persistent, that even if you give it to the first organization, you don't get it, you look out for similar course that will come, or similar organization you can give it out. So the end results for me is to hopefully make sure that some of the proposals sail through to finally get them the sponsorship for the project that they want to undertake. And we hope through that they are going to get mentors and friends. I think I earlier on mentioned it, the team that you belong to. They become friends that maybe some of them you might never have met, but you are going to meet them, and through that you establish friendship. And I hope this friendship will last once they partake in it. And then also obviously the skills that they get from the hands-on and then the writing, these skills help. Again, we always say that if you keep on writing grants, you sharpen your ability to develop research problems and how to state them swiftly. So these are skills that you get, very sharpened skills on writing that we hope that they will get when they finish through this workshop.
Sure. So making mention of skills acquisition, I want to know, how do you want them, or the knowledge gained from this workshop, how do you want them to use it or to influence the broader academic excellence or in grant proposal writing, so to speak?
Yeah. So once you go into ours, is like an occultic group. Once you become a member, you can't leave.
You've initiated.
Yeah, we initiate you to it. So, and once you finish yours, anytime you want to start, you always need people to work with.
Okay.
And it might not be the same people. So maybe for this you need this expertise, this another one you need someone from health, you need someone from this. So because of what you have learned, if you are moving into another angle, you need people from different angles that might join. So express the news.
Sure.
And then so I think the issue of collaboration that is part of grantmanship is something that could be sustained. And then those who have interest in it, they will keep on. If you go and you get small money, you want to go and get medium, want to go and get large. So you can't give up on it. So that's the sustainability aspect of what we are going to do.
Yeah. I think we are also leaving one key aspect in our skills in grant proposal writing.
Okay.
We have not been involving the postgraduate students.
All right.
And so if faculty members are able to know how to write grants, they are likely to involve their postgraduate students, and that will give a higher image to the students, because by the time, if you are doing a PhD program, by the time you are done, you will have sharpened your skills in also collecting data, right, and then making analysis of the data, and also writing a proposal that is suitable of winning grants.
Okay.
And 2, you may benefit from stipends that are coming from the project. I don't think here we have reached there yet, but currently we are even developing one proposal, and we are involving at least one student who will be part of the research process.
Okay.
And the person will be given some stipend. If we win that particular decision, then it will be something that the student will benefit from, say, a scholarship or something. You'll be able to take part in conferences, international conferences, and you don't know what kind of network that a person can bring to the university. So we should also be looking at, when they are able to get the skills, what they can do in terms of postgraduate education in the university.
That's right. I think well said. And let me ask my last question before I come to your final remarks. After the workshop, what next? What are you expecting from the participants after going through this workshop? What steps should they take in terms of grant proposal writing? Maybe, Director?
No, you take it. You are the participant. After the workshop.
What next after the program?
So after the workshop, it's great to know that, I mean, there is that continuity, there is that sustainability with the support of Drid to actually assist participants to forge ahead and winning grants in whatever form. So it's not just a one-day affair to us, but then looking at the future of it is there for us, because that is why I think on the last day, I mean, as a participant, I'm coming in with a proposal to share, to build on it. So it doesn't end there, it goes on and on. Then the other benefits comes with the network and the collaboration as well, because I get to network with someone in another area. So if I'm looking at solving an SDG problem in climate science, I know whom to go to, which field and all that. So that is also made available to us. And the skill Prof. Kayure also mentioned, the impact I'll make as well with my students as well is also available, because I need to win grants to actually support my students, to be on that project, to gain some scholarships, some funding to, I mean, also expose them to the international world. So it's not just you, grant is not just you, it's a community. So when you are in that community, like Prof. Esther said, you've been initiated and you want to really make that kind of impact.
It's not just you, it's about the community.
Yeah.
I will take that as a concluding remarks, unless of course we still have more. But let me come to you, yes, in this direction, Prof. Kayure, I'll go to Director for the summation.
Let me add that Docas is part of a project on quantum education.
Okay.
And I think those ones are changing the face of education, talking about robotics, talking about coding and programming, and they are focusing on children. And so she's involved in a project like
Docas,
that. And
you are a big woman.
If opportunity is given one day, I think she will be able to share with she was part of the project that we did on bridging the STEM gap between female faculty members in there. So she's well versed in proposal writing, especially when it concerns practical cases.
Okay, so, bravo to you, Docas.
Yes. So, and like I said, we should be looking ahead to what we can do to support our research agenda in the university. And now I would like to say that management should look at it very well, look at people who are interested in grant proposal writing, try to get a team that will be the champions that will lead the research agenda in terms of grant proposal writing. Research agenda is not only on that, but I just want to emphasize, because the program today is for that purpose, so that we don't look at just only article writing, but we should add this component, because it has two phases. Whilst you may get promotion from it, the university can benefit financially, and you can also benefit financially. So I think that it's encouraging for us to let our female faculty come and then see what they can do to be able to write a winnable proposal for the university. So we're
Great.
encouraging them to come on that day.
Great, and I hope they will. Director, the final words.
Okay. All right. So you asked what is the next, and then Dorcas said a lot of things. One thing I also add is that we will create a WhatsApp platform after the program. And what it means is that we'll continually be engaging the team members and monitoring what goes on with regards to their progression to get grantmanship. So it's one thing that we will do to get grants. Okay, so I will conclude by saying that I also start from Dorcas, that this is one thing that we keep saying. Maybe you are an upcoming faculty member. You can write. You have more time because you don't have a lot of responsibilities.
Oh, you know, yeah.
What you can do is be on the lookout for some of these things, proposals, write, and then you approach people so that you work together. I know very soon we hear of Dorcas winning large grants because of the small ones that she's done, and then she's being firmed up in it. So I'm very happy that she took that initiative, and we are here. So please, the early career faculty members, let's do some of these things to make sure that we push everyone into it. And then we want to encourage everyone to participate, especially as you asked the men. The men, if you want to be part of the virtual one, we'll be glad to have you. You can be part of it.
You're welcome.
But those who have registered, once with the women that have registered, female, make sure you participate in it and have time to be in it from beginning to the end, so that you gain experience that will help you. And I also want to thank the Association of Commonwealth Universities for the opportunity.
The whole world will use UW as a reference point when it comes to groundbreaking research, and that is the dream. That is where we are all driving to. There's a call to action, right? Let everybody get them. But why are we leaving the non-academic staff behind? Can't they also participate?
Please, they are parts. When we say faculty, they are all parts. Even our workshops that we are having next academic year, when the students come, the first one is on the non-teaching department. So they are part. We get some of them involved, especially when you need the expertise. But now we want to also push them. I think we had a meeting, one of their registrars meeting, I went there. I was told the finance people, they also have their caucus. So I didn't know. So we partook in one of their meetings and then encouraged them. So we plan now to have a hands-on practical sessions with them, and then so we hope to bring all of them on board, and they are even the ones that can get huge money to come because of their area of specializations. They can get huge money. If you are into development, you can get money to come and build a structure for the university. So they are really into it.
Inshallah. So everybody is involved. Thank you so much. So Prof. Agayuri, thanks so much for coming. Dorcas, thanks so much for coming. We hope to meet sometime when necessary. Right, because I know you have a lot on you, but as and when we need to come your way again, we'll come. My name has been Samuel McCarthy, and this is where we end it all. Catch us next time when you come away with time with Drid, and have a very good morning.
Welcome to the University of Education, Winneba, where we train competent professionals to be innovative thinkers, shaping the leaders of tomorrow and upholding traditions of excellence.
The Department of Environmental Health and Sanitation Education, under the Faculty of Health, Allied Sciences and Home Economics Education, was established in 2021.
Our program is uniquely designed to expose students to courses such as
project design and research,
environmental sanitation.
Students go for industrial attachment.
Our students also get a firm grip of soft skills and community outreach skills.
Graduates from our program are equipped to work in various sectors.
Prospective students must be senior high school certificate holders, mature candidates.
We invite you to join us in this transformative journey. Apply now and become a leader in environmental health and sanitation.
This is Radio Windy Bay, Windy Bay 98.3 FM.
What are the happenings around us? Is it about entertainment or is it about politics? Talk less.
For the game Argentina up against Croatia. Let's take a listen.
My name is Amelo Patience Etona.
Mizinzi Nanaya Wabuaji Edward.
Mizinzi Emerald Gani.
I'm Benjamin, popularly known as Bill Gates.
My name is Deborah Sand Elombeja.
I'm Daisy Esenam Dutu.
I'm Oheneba Abnasafua.
Tune in to Radio Windy Bay.
Radio Windy Bay.
Radio Windy Bay.
Radio Windy Bay. Radio Windy Bay.
Radio Windy Bay.
Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM.
This is Radio Windy Bay, Windy Bay 98.3 FM.